Immigration ba ang dahilan kung bakit nahihirapan ang Canadians makakuha ng trabaho? Pero isang Canadian employer ang nagsalita at may ibang pananaw siya. Ito ang kanyang mensahe. Stop blaming immigrants.
So all I'm hearing these days on my For You page is people complaining about immigrants that are working in Tim Hortons, McDonald's, A&W. Now, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't care. Now, I'm an employer, and I had to hire people last week. And I'm in a specialized field in construction, so I met with two kids. The first one, when I actually told him what time we started in the morning, his response was, "In the morning? Well, no. I'd like to work from 10 to 4, and I'd like you to pay me $37 an hour." Now the kid has no experience. The second one has a little bit of experience, but he would like to work shifts. Like, he on Monday he wants to do from 10 to 12, and Tuesday from 10 to 2 or 8 to 1. Like, we fucking work in construction. Like, get the fuck out of here. I ended up hiring two Filipino kids with open visas for work. And what their answer was, "Thank you very much. What time you want me here?" And they start at 6 in the morning. And at 2:30, actually, I have to tell them, "Pack up, we're going home, man." Right? So, where's the problem? Is it the immigrants? Or is it the fact that we entitled our kids to think that they're worth more than what they actually fucking worth? They want the high salary, but zero experience. Plus, they want to make the same amount at the end of the week, but work a 20-hour week. So the problem isn't the immigrants. The problem is the fucking labor we have these days. Our kids, we've raised them to be wimps, to value free time instead of work. And that's okay. I get it. Like, if I was to look back, all I did in my life is work. I enjoyed fuck all. Got toys, but don't have time to play with them. But don't come and give me the bullshit that immigrants are taking our kids' job. Because news fucking flash. Our kids are way more fucking interested in sitting home and playing PlayStation than going to fucking work. And funny enough, most of the people that are bitching are from Alberta. Coincidence? They're the province with the lowest minimum fucking wage. And it hasn't gone up since, 2018 or something? Not quote me, but, hasn't gone up for several years. And you're fucking bitching that people don't want to go work at McDonald's or Tim Hortons? I can't fucking blame them. Think about it, motherfuckers. Have a good day.
At ngayon, nag-iinit ang debate tungkol sa trabaho, immigration, wages, at kung sino talaga ang dapat sisihin sa problema ng Canadian job market. Ayon sa employer, base sa sarili niyang experience sa hiring, hindi simpleng usapin na immigrants are taking Canadian jobs. May ibang factors na kailangan pag-usapan. Isa na rito yung salary expectations. May mga employers na nagsasabing nahihirapan silang maghanap ng applicants na willing tumanggap ng entry-level wages. Lalo na kung mataas ang expectations sa compensation. Pero sa kabilang side naman, maraming young Canadians ang nagsasabing hindi sapat ang wages para mabuhay ngayon dahil sa mataas na presyo ng rent, groceries, transportation at iba pang gastusin. So, ang tanong, masyado bang mataas ang expectations ng workers? O masyado bang mababa ang wages kumpara sa cost of living? Isa pang issue ang experience. Maraming young Canadians ang nagsasabing, how am I supposed to get experience if every job requires experience? Which is a valid question. Entry-level position pero kailangan may years of experience. At dito pumapasok ang frustration ng maraming bagong graduates at young workers. Samantala, may immigrants na willing magsimula sa entry-level jobs, magtrabaho ng iba't ibang shifts at tanggapin ang opportunities kahit hindi iyon ang kanilang original profession. Kaya para sa employer, hindi fair na automatic nasisihin ang immigrants kapag nahihirapan ang ibang Canadians na makahanap ng trabaho. May isa pang factor na binanggit, work-life balance. Nagbago na rin ang expectations ng maraming workers. Maraming employees ngayon ang naghahanap ng flexible schedules, reasonable working hours, at mas magandang work-life balance. At wala namang masama sa paghahanap ng magandang working conditions. Pero para sa employers, may mga industriya kung saan kailangan talaga ng flexibility. Lalo na sa hospitality, retail, construction, healthcare, transportation at iba pang sectors. So, may disconnect ba between what employers need and what workers are willing to accept? Pero kailangan din nating maging fair sa kabilang side. Hindi rin ibig sabihin na walang epekto ang immigration sa Canadian labor market. Kapag napakaraming bagong workers ang pumapasok sa isang job market na limitado ang available positions, maaaring tumaas ang competition para sa trabaho. At natural lang na mararamdaman yon ng young Canadians at existing workers. Kaya valid yung kanilang frustrations. Ang problema ay kapag ang buong issue ay ginawang immigrants versus Canadians. Because the reality is much more complicated than that. And so, are immigrants stealing Canadian jobs? Bakit may employers na nagsasabing hirap silang mag-hire? Bakit naman maraming young Canadians ang nagsasabing hirap silang makakuha ng trabaho? Bakit maraming jobs ang nangangailangan ng experience kahit pa sabihin natin entry level? At bakit ang isang full-time job ay minsan hindi pa rin sapat para makasabay sa cost of living? These are questions that deserve serious discussion. Para sa ating mga immigrants, mahalagang tandaan, hindi natin kailangang makipag-away sa Canadians para ipaglaban ang sarili natin. Maraming immigrants ang dumating sa Canada para magtrabaho, magbayad ng taxes, suportahan ng pamilya at magkaroon ng mas magandang future. At maraming Canadians naman ang legitimate na nag-aalala tungkol sa kanilang employment opportunities at future. Both concerns can be true at the same time. Kaya sa halip na agad magturo ng sisi sa immigrants, sa young Canadians o sa employers, dapat siguro nating tingnan ang mas malaking issue, yung jobs, wages, housing, cost of living, immigration levels, and the future of Canada's workforce. My personal take and observation on this issue is that, una sa lahat, bakit ba tayo hinahire ng Canadian employers in the first place? For many years, Canadian employers have been recruiting workers from the Philippines and from other countries. At hanggang ngayon, ginagawa pa rin nila ito. For me, that is saying something. It means that many Canadian employers trust the skills, experience, dedication, and work ethic of Filipino workers and other immigrants. Kaya ang tanong ko ay, are we really stealing Canadian jobs? Because if Canadian employers already had enough manpower, enough skilled workers, and enough resources locally, why would they go all the way to another country to recruit workers? Why would they spend money and resources on international recruitment? Why would they even go through the process of bringing workers from the Philippines to here in Canada? Obviously, there are industries and employers that have genuine labor shortages. And that's the reason why nagre-recruit sila internationally. So I don't think it's fair to automatically say immigrants are taking Canadian jobs, because in many cases, the employers themselves are the ones looking for these workers. And let's also remember, immigrants don't just come here and take. We work, we pay taxes, we rent or buy homes, we buy groceries, we support local businesses, we contribute to the economy, and many immigrants are doing jobs that Canadian employers are actively trying to fill. Now, does it mean that there's no problems with Canada's immigration system or labor market? Of course not. There are legitimate concerns about the number of new workers or newcomers, wages, housing, competition for jobs, and the quality of employment available to Canadians. Those concerns deserve to be discussed. But I think we need to be careful about turning the conversation into Canadians versus immigrants. Because at the end of the day, immigrants didn't create the immigration system. The Canadian government created the policies. And employers made the decision to hire international workers. So if there are problems in the labor market, perhaps we should also ask, are we looking at the right policies? Are employers offering competitive wages? Are there enough opportunities for young Canadians to gain experience? And most importantly, why are Canadian employers still recruiting workers from overseas if there is supposedly enough manpower available locally? For me, that's the part of this debate that we shouldn't ignore. Immigrants should automatically be blamed for Canadian job problems. Is that fair? So we can acknowledge the struggles of Canadians without blaming immigrants. And we can recognize the contributions of immigrants without pretending there are no problems with the system. So that's my personal take. What do you think, mga kababayan? Are immigrants really taking Canadian jobs? Or are we being hard because Canadian employers genuinely need our skills and experience? So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And please, let's keep the discussion respectful. At kung nagustuhan ninyo ang update na ito tungkol sa Canada at saka syempre sa mga susunod na immigration, trabaho, buhay ng mga Pinoy dito sa Canada, huwag niyo pong kalimutan to like, follow, and subscribe. And that's it for me today. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, more tips, informations, updates, and siguro kung may mga trabaho at mga inspiring stories to come, I will see you, God willing, on my next video. Samahan nawa kayong parati ng Panginoon sa inyong pang-araw-araw na buhay at magandang araw po sa inyo lahat.